Hey guys, thanks for joining again. Here's my latest innovation for the koi pond. Um, I made a new cover for it. I stole the idea off of a local koi dealer when I saw his koi pond. He had this little koi pond cover that he built for it, and so I decided to replicate it just because it was it was a better design than what I had previously. So let's take a look at what I had previously actually. In the back you can see the old design where basically it's just a screen door mesh that you normally get from Home Depot, and I had sandwiched it between two layers of wood, and then also I made two of them so that the pond could open in the middle. The problem, and it's worked fairly well for about 4 or 5 years, but over time the wood is degraded, and it's starting to start to show its age, and kind of fell apart. The other problem is that this is kind of a tripping hazard, and near a pond that's probably not a good idea, especially if you have young kids around. So people, I myself and other people have tripped on this because it sticks out quite a bit and it's heavy enough where it will definitely make you think twice and be careful about it. So it was a good first try, and it's time to go to something new, which is this thing. So this thing is now better cut to the size of my pond. As you can see, it's almost perfect to the opening. How it's built is there's 1 3/4 inch PVC pipe that I built into a frame. It's just dry fit. I didn't actually cement glue it yet. I may do that in a filter. And then I'm using a pool noodle that you can pick up at the dollar store or Walmart or wherever for pretty much $1 or $1.50, and then sandwiched the same screen door in between, so it's not permanently mounted. So if it if it starts to droop a little bit, I can just tighten it up. But so far it's done fairly well at this, and you kind of just wrap it around the edges and it seems to hold pretty well. Now obviously it's red, so that is no longer much of a tripping hazard. You can't, it doesn't really blend in, so you can definitely see it, and it's light enough now where my kids can open it, and they don't have to really worry about needing me to open, take it off with them or my wife either. So yeah, it's definitely an improvement over the last version. The other thing is that it's about half the weight, even though, of one of those wood ones. So just moving around, getting access to the fish, I can just push the whole thing with one hand. Now if you trip over it, you actually, well, it's more difficult to trip over it just because it's so light. You kind of just kick it out of the way if it happens. And I can see more of the pond very easily from this. Because it's now a one-piece design, I had to find a way to get the mesh to large enough. I looked at various places online, and a large piece of mesh was more than I wanted to spend for just screen door mesh. I think it was close to triple or quadruple the price than standard length mesh. So I just decided to get some. I thought it was more cost effective to just seam it down the center with a line of silicone. And I use black silicone, and so it's fairly durable. It should stay up to the sunlight, and it shouldn't degrade. And it's worked really well. So I just put two of them together, seamed it down the center with some silicone, and it works fairly well. I'll know in a few years whether it degrades and it holds up to time. So that's pretty much it. It's working out really well. It's really light. I'm really happy with how it came out, and hopefully you guys can benefit from this idea. All right, have a good one, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.